children, welcome to Interklас. Let's learn some English. Today we are going to continue reading Alibaba and 40 Thieves. Сьогодні ми продовжуємо читати Алібаба і 40 розбійників. It's one of the most familiar tales from the collection of Middle Eastern and South Asian stories and folk tales. Це одна з найбільш відомих розповідей з колекції народних казок Близького Сходу і Південної Азії. But in the second chapter there may be some words that you may not know. Але у другому розділі можуть бути слова, які ви не знаєте. Let's look at them and learn. Давайте їх вивчимо. Okay, and now let's look at the words that we may need in this chapter. Gold. Золото. Coin. Монета. Wife. Дружина. To borrow. Позичати. Scales. Ваги. To weigh. Зважувати. Wax. Віск. Treasure. Скарб. To leave. Залишати. Let's look at them one more time. Gold. Coin. Wife. To borrow. Scales. To weigh. Wax. Treasure. To leave. And now your task is to translate from Ukrainian into English. Золото. Gold. Монета. Coin. Дружина. Wife. Позичати. To borrow. Ваги. Scales. Зважувати. To weigh. Віск. Wax. Скарб. Treasure. Залишати. To leave. Well, now you are ready to start reading and listening to the story. Тож тепер ви готові почати читати і слухати історію. Enjoy and be attentive. Насолоджуйтесь та будьте уважними.
Chapter 2. In the Treasure Cave. After the thieves leave, Ali Baba goes to the rocks.
Open sesame,
He says. The door opens and he walks in.
Wow!
He cries in the treasure cave.
What beautiful things!
He takes some gold coins and leaves.
Close sesame,
He says. The cave door closes behind him. Back home, Ali Baba tells everything to his wife and son, Murad.
Look at these coins. We're rich!
He cries.
How rich?
His wife asks. She runs to Kasim's house.
Can I borrow your scales? I want to weigh something.
She tells Kasim's wife.
Of course.
Kasim's wife smiles.
But what are you weighing?
Oh, nothing important.
Ali Baba's wife answers her. Kasim's wife thinks.
That's not true.
She quickly puts some wax on the scales. Later, Ali Baba's wife takes back the scales. Kasim's wife finds a gold coin on the wax.
They're weighing gold.
She thinks.
They're richer than us.
She tells Kasim.
My brother's a poor woodcutter.
Kasim cries angrily.
How can he have lots of gold? I must learn more.
After finishing reading this chapter, you have a task. Після прочитання цього розділу ви маєте завдання. Let's check how you understand the story. Давайте перевіримо, як ви зрозуміли історію. Be attentive. Now you have to finish the sentences with such words as his wife, some rocks, Kasim, some wax, lots of treasure, on the wax, a woodcutter, Ali Baba's gold, the cave door, some scales. So, number 1. Ali Baba stands in front of some rocks. He says, "Open sesame," and goes through the cave door. In the cave, he sees lots of treasure. He takes some gold coins too. His wife, Ali Baba's wife, borrows some scales. On the scales, Kasim's wife puts some wax. Later, Kasim's wife finds a gold coin on the wax. Kasim's wife goes and speaks to Kasim. Kasim's brother is poor because he is a woodcutter. Kasim wants to learn more about Ali Baba's gold. And now you have to match the word with the picture. Okay, cave. What is cave? Печера. Woodcutter. Лісоруб. Thief we translate as злодій. Forest is ліс. Treasure is translated as скарб. Kerchief is хустина. We translate merchant as торговець. Gold is translated as золото. Next we have scales. Ваги. Rocks are каміння. Chief is translated as ватажок. And finally, wax is віск. Well done! It's time to finish our lesson and have some rest. See you in a week when we start the next chapter. Take care and goodbye!
Hi everyone, this is Teen Time with Interklас. My name is Alexey, and you know Christmas season has started and people are trying to buy gifts, make it good and happy holiday. So today we are going to talk about one more holiday. It's called Saint Nicholas Day. The difference and answer the question why people have to set a Christmas tree. So don't click your channel and let's get started. Children love this holiday. In Germany, for example, he is Kris Kringle, and in France, he is Pierre Noël. In British, children call him Santa Claus. Of course, you know him as Santa Claus. He's got another name, you know. It's an ancient one that goes back hundreds of years. It's one of the very first names people called him, Saint Nicholas. Watch more information in the following presentation. Who is Saint Nicholas? The true story of Santa Claus begins with Nicholas, who was born during the 3rd century in the village of Patara. At the time, the area was Greek and is now on the southern coast of Turkey. But who was he? His wealthy parents, who raised him to be a devout Christian, went an epidemic while Nicholas was still young. He decided to dedicate his life to serving God and was made Bishop of Myra. While still a young man, Bishop Nicholas became known throughout the land for his generosity to those in need, his love for children, and his concern for sailors and ships. The Dutch continued to celebrate the feast day of St. Nicholas on the 6th of December. It was a common practice for children to put out their shoes the night before. In the morning, they would discover the gift that St. Nicholas had left there for them, and Dutch immigrants brought St. Nicholas, known to them as Saint Nicolaas, or by the nickname Sinterklaas, and he's also very popular. In America, St. Nicholas went through many transformations, and eventually Sinterklaas became Santa Claus. Instead of giving gifts on December the 6th, he became a part of the Christmas story. Now you have to do the quiz. Where was St. Nicholas born? Germany, Turkey, France or Denmark? Yeah, it's Turkey. What do children leave for St. Nicholas to fill it with presents? Stockings, bags, shoes, or a packet? So they actually leave shoes. Who brought St. Nicholas Day to the USA? The Dutch, the English, the French, or the German? Actually, the Dutch. Today we give gifts for our own reasons. For some people, it is a way to celebrate it as a very special day. For others, it's a special occasion to let family and friends know that you care by giving gifts. In short, people give gifts as a way of showing thoughtfulness, love, and affection. When we give gifts, it brings joy and pleasure to the receiver. In addition, giving gifts is something which usually makes us feel good. What is the difference between a gift and a present? A present is something a person gives to another because he wants the receiver to have it. A gift is something a person gives to another because he knows the receiver will like it to have. Giving gifts is a form of expressing one's love, respect, and affection to another person. Studies show the presence of gift-giving practice even among the early civilizations. In olden times, people gave gifts to their tribal leaders and exchanged gifts among themselves. Where did the tradition of giving gifts originate from? The origin of exchanging gifts during Christmas is attributed to the three wise men of the Magi, who are said to have followed a bright star from the east to Bethlehem, where Jesus Christ was born. The three men are said to have brought along 3 gifts for baby Jesus. In America, gift-giving came in with the introduction of St. Nicholas by an early Dutch settlers, but giving gifts at New Year was a common practice, especially among the English and the French settlers, but the German and the Dutch influences in time caused all gift-giving to be carried out at Christmas. This video presentation is going to explain you why people set a Christmas tree, everything about this popular holiday decoration, so watch it attentively. The evergreen tree was an ancient symbol of life. Of the midst of winter, Romans decorated their houses with evergreen branches during the New Year, and ancient inhabitants of Northern Europe cut evergreen trees and planted them in boxes inside their houses in wintertime. The evergreen fir tree has traditionally been used to celebrate winter festivals. Pagan and Christians for thousands of years, pagans used branches of it to decorate their homes during the winter solstice. This made them think of the spring to come. The Romans used fir trees to decorate their temples and festivals, and Christmas used it as a sign of everlasting life with God. The first document use of a tree Christmas and New Year celebrations is the town square of Riga, the capital of Latvia. In the year 1510, in the square there is a plaque which is engraved with the first New Year's tree in 1510 in 8 languages. In Germany, the first Christmas trees were decorated with edible things such as gingerbread and gold-covered apples. Then glassmakers made special small ornaments similar to some of the decorations used today. The first Christmas trees came to Britain sometime in the 1830s. They became very popular in 1841 when Prince Albert, Queen Victoria's German husband, had a Christmas tree set up in the Windsor Castle. In 1848, drawing of the Queen's Christmas tree at Windsor Castle was published in the Illustrated London News. Okay, you have done a lot of work today. You have learned about St. Nicholas Day and you know how to give presents. Have successful English classes, take care and goodbye.